To be clear, do you want a vaccine so that you can implant microchips into people?
No, there's no connection between any of these vaccines and any tracking type thing at all. I don't know where that came from.
Well, the moment of truth is when O'Donnell asks about the conspiracy that links the vaccine to a tracking system. In this case, he answers calm and collected. He was expecting the question, and he answers accordingly. But then, O'Donnell applies a version of the Columbo questioning technique and asks again, why do you think so many people believe this conspiracy to be true? How did it become so popular? Gates' answer is clear, I don't know.
I don't know.
But the inflection of the answer is like a question.
I don't know.
I don't know. He shows insecurity and proceeds to talk about the efforts of Dr. Fauci and himself and their values. He tries to justify his actions, but the truth is that he knows exactly why this conspiracy started in the first place. And for that, we should go to Reuters' page where the conspiracy is debunked. Apparently, it's more about a digital certificate that the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation were developing. And here comes the strange part. There's a paragraph that says, IBM describes a digital certificate as an electronic document used to identify an individual and associate the identity with a public key. Like a driver's license or a passport, it provides proof of a person's identity. But that link to IBM does not exist. And if you try to search it inside archive.org, all snapshots are down. That's really odd. In that same page, we get a link to Rice University's webpage, an article from December 2019 where it describes a technology to administer a vaccine and leave an invisible digital tattoo with the vaccine's information. Kevin McHugh, the scientist behind the breakthrough, addresses that he was actually contacted by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. They came to us and said, we have a real problem knowing who's vaccinated. So our idea was to put the record in the person. And I must say, this blew my mind. Imagine that you don't need any paper records. You just scan the person and know which vaccines they got. That way you make sure no one gets double vaccinated. That is truly amazing. But don't you think it would be better to say they were looking for a solution to this problem and that's where the conspiracy took off? Makes you wonder why they don't mention any of this technology anymore. Must be because besides being an amazing breakthrough, it also poses serious ethical issues. Because let's suppose that digital tattoo has no personal records, only has information about the vaccine. Well, there are lots of vaccines that have 2 or 3 doses, so it's imperative that the information includes dates. And for a massive vaccination process, there's not gonna be a single company manufacturing them. So you will also have the company name on it. And just to be sure, there should be a serial number that tracks the shot all the way to the facility it was created in case something goes wrong with a certain batch of vaccines. Remember, we're talking about a system that doesn't need any paper or digital records. So whether you want it or not, you will be adding some sort of serial number to the person. No, it's not a microchip, but if the pattern could be read with a customized smartphone, then you can track that unique serial number with infrared scanners. He can't say he doesn't know where the conspiracy came from. He just doesn't want to explain all this.